What time is it? It's JRPG time. Back Tales of Vesperia in Digress, where we gotta talk to the Dan. We're here. I made it to the Union headquarters. Almost perfect timing. Is there gonna be a cutscene as soon as I walk out, or do I have to? I just still have to track this guy down. Is he here? Dance chamber.
So you've come back, have you?
Yuri.
Told me to. You said it. You would say we wanted to talk to you in the first place.
What? You two know each other?
Yes, we're old friends.
You don't say.
I see you know Yuri as well.
Can't even pronounce a ya. You see a ya in a script and you say you.
We crossed paths during the assault on the city. Now then, what business did you have?
That time you got the ya right.
We came to ask you about a man named Barbos of the Blood Alliance. It looks like he's the one behind the recent string of stolen Blastia cores.
I see. So Barbos is tied up in your problem as well.
You have a problem with him too?
We have come to ask that the Union relinquish all ties with the Blood Alliance.
It makes sense.
Other guilds have begun to follow Barbos's example, abusing Blastia in other areas and disrupting the order of society. If we can count on your assistance, I feel that together we should move to put an end to the Blood Alliance.
The Blood Alliance is one of the major players of the Union, though.
He's been testing the limits of my patience lately. Looks like it's time to remind that brute how a proper guild behaves.
A clash between the guilds and the
ties.
Empire was avoided the other day, largely due to your intervention.
Not cutting ties at all.
However, if Barbos is left unattended, the relations between our two states may yet again be torn apart.
And that's not going to be fun for anybody.
The time for stopping Barbos is now.
Since we'll be cooperating with you, I assume we'll be on equal standing
All
with
of
the
a sudden,
Empire
you're
in this.
speaking like it's written.
Yes, sir.
If that's the case, a united front with the Empire might not be such a bad idea.
Then...
Yeah. We'll deal with this together.
The Union and the Empire against the Blood. Is the Blood Alliance so strong that the other four main Union guilds, the guild they said the Union is the head. There's 5 head guilds, right? Or there were 4 or 5 head guilds. One of them was the Blood Alliance, and one of them this guy who they say can beat an entire army of monsters by himself. if you believe Carol.
Man, this is serious.
I have brought a letter from His Highness, Yoder.
From Yoder? Yoder's a punk, though.
A secret note from the Imperial candidate, huh?
It's a love letter.
Read it aloud.
If Don Whitehorse is taken out of the picture, we are willing to overlook the Union's responsibility in the Barbos affair.
What do you mean by out of the picture?
What?
Don't make me laugh.
It's a fake letter.
What?
Got switched.
What is this?
Looks like you and the young master see things a bit differently.
There must be some mistake. Master Yoder would never say such a thing.
Show our guest here to his own private suite.
Don Whitehorse, please listen to me. This is some sort of trap.
Throw him in jail. It's not a really good way to...
Flynn! Why would you...
Hang on. If we screw up, it'll only make things worse for Flynn.
All out war with the Empire. We'll take everything we've got and march on the Imperial capital.
You're just...
Try and make a fool out of me. I'll tear these little messengers limb from limb.
This is literally don't shoot the messenger. This is literally don't shoot the messenger. First of all, there's another royal candidate in this room, and she doesn't agree with Yoder, so why can't... like, you were just having a fun conversation with her a few minutes ago. You were having a fun conversation with Flint just a few minutes ago. So obviously, it's not the whole Empire. Even if the letter from Yoder is legitimate, which it seems pretty obvious that it's fucking not. Even if that was the case, he's just one candidate. There's at least one other one who you are friendly with.
And it
So
looks like he's
how
forgotten
is it
all
war
about talking with us.
straight away and literally shooting the messenger.
I don't think that Don's in much of a talking mood right now.
I have to return to the Empire and find out what's really going on.
Okay, do
I
you need...
said hang on. We should sit still for now and see what happens.
I suppose you're right.
What do you... The only way that could have been more on the nose is if he just said, "I'm gonna shoot every one of these messengers." But they do have guns in this universe. He could have said that.
Huh, that's strange.
What's the matter, Yuri?
I'm pretty sure there was a big stupid wax seal on that
It
letter.
looks like I dropped my wallet somewhere.
My whole wallet?
At a time like this?
Any time. You shouldn't be dropping
Maybe
your wallet.
it fell out of my pocket at the Don's place.
You need better
I'm gonna go
pockets.
look. You wait here.
What kind of pockets you living with?
Okay, don't take too long.
He's lying, obviously.
Alrighty, now to go see how Flynn's holding up.
Okay, where's Flynn at? Oh, the basement. Do we have to find a sneaky way in, or we just go through the front? There's a guy guarding the downstairs. Is he just not going to be there? He's just not there anymore. What's this lady doing? Standing there, mind her own business. Even that guy's not here anymore. What happened to all the
Yuri.
guards? What?
Thought I was being quiet, but I guess you heard me.
So, you've come to have a laugh at me in this sorry state?
Yeah, I wanted to see what kind of expression being locked up put on your face.
It doesn't hurt to be forced to view things from behind bars every now and then.
What the
Okay.
hell you think you were doing, coming here with a letter like that?
That was the Red Eyes doing. They attacked after you left.
You don't screw up like that. Was it one of your people?
Even if it was,
He has to
the
take
responsibility
responsibility.
is mine.
He's the captain.
I see.
Captain Flynn.
If the Red Eyes are involved, then Rago's gotta be behind it all.
But how do you know?
At
I
the
don't-
harbor, we saw Rago giving orders to one of their assassins.
I hadn't heard about that.
Do you know what they're trying to do?
Most likely they want to force a clash between the guilds and the knights.
That's like level 1.
That'd
It's like
be
you're thinking
bad.
one step ahead, Flynn.
think
That's
another one
already
of those
happened.
false letters went to the
Technically, you're
knights?
thinking 0 steps ahead right now, Flynn. I thought you were smarter than this.
Yes, to put them in a fighting mood.
If you know that much, then get out there and get the real letters back.
Oh, I just slept.
I was wondering how long it'd take you to get rid of that damn lock.
What? Well, first of all, you're holding your sword. You got your sword right there. So to say maybe it's just the scabbard, but it's not. I can see the handle and the what's it called? the guard.
You've got to stay here.
What? And be your
Oh,
scapegoat?
you're switching places.
You're just itching to get rid of me, aren't you?
Yuri, if I don't make it back, you'll have to die in my place.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why? Wait, what?
Taking your friend's place in a jail cell? You lost your mind, son.
Apparently, I don't see why we couldn't both leave.
This coming from an old man who gets rid of his own guards on purpose.
I had a special favor to ask that rookie knight.
You mean Flynn?
The rats that plan these sort of stunts usually like to enjoy
So
their
he was
handiwork
putting
from
on a show
somewhere
too.
nearby.
If you knew the letter was fake, why'd you fire everyone up like that?
If I didn't make a good show of things, whoever's behind all this wouldn't bother to come watch. Besides, we've got a lot of hotheads around here who'd never let me hear the end of it if I didn't raise hell. So that's where it stands. Of course, if our friend the knight doesn't show up again, your life is mine.
Fine.
I know.
I don't really get it. I don't see how they would be happy with anybody who would be happy with that either. Wait, so he just switched places? Imagine if somebody did that in the real world. Some guy murders somebody, like commits an actual crime, not a fake
me one
crime,
thing,
like delivering a letter.
What made you want to start a guild in the first place?
I realized I couldn't protect the things that were important to me playing by the
Somebody else
Empire's
breaks
rules.
them out, but instead of just doing a regular jailbreak, they sit in the prison with they switch places, and then the cops show up the next day, and they're like, "Well, I guess you're on death row now instead."
There have to be some things that were easier to protect when you're on the other side, though. Even in the lower quarter where I'm from, we still had the barrier to protect us.
Just let that murder go. And actually, in this scenario, there's a serial killer.
Sure. But were you happy with just putting up with all the things you didn't like?
Well,
So if the rules the Empire sets don't suit you, you got two choices. You can do like your friend is and put everything you've got into change in the system. Or you can turn your back on the Empire and live by the rules you set for yourself.
Well, that's what he's been doing this whole time, and
That's
you're just
pretty
pushing him
clear-cut.
closer towards that.
Yep. I think you're gonna have to take responsibility for letting my prisoner go.
You want me to do something besides rotting in this cell?
This is one of those tales of protagonists whose growth is just becoming more
Sap has been putting together this little show's
more
gotta
like
be
himself.
somewhere in the city.
Weird.
Oh, I've been planning on
I don't know.
asking
I
your
do
uncle
kind of
friend
prefer
about
the
town for me.
insufferable little piece of shit, stupid ass little kid, annoying little twerp Tails characters. I kind of do. I don't hate Yuri. He's just like, he's kind of boring because he never changes. He hasn't changed
You want me to find them?
at all. And if my memory is correct, he just gets more entrenched in this attitude, which isn't a bad attitude. I'm not faulting him for the attitude, but you pretty much know what Yuri's gonna do the whole game.
All over the place helping with the injured folks.
Like, what's Yuri gonna do right now? Well, he's gonna lie about dropping his wallet. He's gonna go switch places. Am I surprised? No, that's exactly the thing what Yuri would do.
Estelle. Huh. That sounds like her.
What am I supposed to do? I wasn't listening. So we're not taking Flint's place.
Out of the way! The dawn is passing through!
Okay.
Is he really planning on going to war just to lure those rats out of hiding?
We'll teach those Imperial bastards to look down on us!
Oh, Yuri!
Hi. What's up? I
Have you
found my
finished
wallet.
healing the injured yet?
How did you know that?
The Don told me. This is from him, his way of saying thanks.
But Yuri, things have gotten really bad.
Yeah, I noticed.
No, that's not what I mean.
What else?
I saw them.
Monsters? Red
You
eyes?
saw who?
The Blood Alliance.
Blood
Bartos
Alliance?
wasn't with them, but
Rita and Repeat are shadowing them right now.
Just what the Don wanted.
Let's catch up with Rita.
Okay. I also prefer a Tails game where if you hit NPCs with your sorcerer's ring, there's a little reaction. Doesn't have to be a big one. It's like a little anger emote pops up over their head. Where, are they this way? Oh, I see them. You're not very
Rita.
shadowy.
yes.
Let's go inside.
But if Barbos is in there,
Then we can't just sit around and watch either, huh?
What should we do?
Let me give you a tip.
Are you joining the party again?
it's you again.
As the game decided that it's time for him to be a permanent
Hey,
member.
hey, is it okay you being here?
No, it ain't okay. But the Don asked me to make sure you youngsters don't screw things up. Why don't
We're
you
not going
guys
to be
come
rid of
with me to
Raven
a
anymore.
tavern and hear what I got to
Raven's a
say?
permanent member of the party now.
We don't have the time to.
Oh, come on. You sound like you think I'm gonna trick you.
Well, you have tricked us before.
I can handle getting tricked a couple times, but there are limits to my patience, old man.
What's with the grim face? I
It's
get
just
it.
the glasses.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Come
Novelty
now, kids.
glasses.
Show me those pearly whites. All right, this way.
Oh, not with Raven. We're not getting the triple R experience. I don't know which way he went. Which way did he go? The bar. Which bar? It's more than one bar. Are all the bars connected somehow? They're in the other bar, I think. The other bar that we could go to.
We're coming through.
Okay.
What is this place?
Just a place the Don has for drinking with important guests and having secret conversations.
Are you telling us just to stay here and drink?
Obviously
If your
not.
friend comes back with the real letter, things could be settled peacefully.
Sorry, but I can't let Flynn hog all the glory.
We need to find the criminal behind all of this trouble. If that happens to be Barbos.
Easy now.
Happens.
Haste makes
That
waste.
happens to be Barbos.
What's this?
What was that noise?
There are sewer tunnels that sprawl
Sort.
in a labyrinth beneath this town.
Get down them that sort.
Long ago, when the town was occupied by the Empire, the guilds used these tunnels to fight back.
Wait, don't tell me this place is connected to those sewer tunnels.
That's exactly what it is. And our plan is to use them to sneak right up behind those guys.
Quickly sneak in and catch them, huh? It's a bit of a detour, but it's the best chance we got.
It's not that much. It's
That's
not really
the
a detour
idea.
at all.
Aren't you glad you
It's
trusted
back
me?
way in.
I won't know that until it's all over.
So, you still don't trust me, huh?
Naturally, you'll be coming with us too, right, old man?
Oh, crap.
I'm saying we want to share the glory with you, old man. Come on.
I don't think this guy cares about Chloe at all.
Oh, it's pitch black.
I'd rather not get lost in here and never see the light of day again.
Does somebody
Genius
have a
Mage
light
Girl,
spell?
Can you use some fire magic and light up this place?
Are you trying to use me as your personal lamp?
Rita, isn't there something you can do?
Nope. For us to have continuous
What do you mean fire
illumination, air would need to be constantly supplied, like Lux Blastia.
Well, if you set something on fire, you don't have to use the fire magic as a light source. You could set something on fire.
Really?
Just throw fire random to right. Well, if you throw one fireball, it'll light up for a second, and then we could see, we could get our bearings.
You weren't counting on that, were you, old man?
Is this a Blastia?
And like, don't we have torches that we could set light with fire magic or something?
Seriously
like,
damaged,
do we
but
have
I
no
think we can
torches in
use
this
it.
universe? Okay, no, because they have a flashlight blast.
Whoa! Isn't that thing gonna explode? Are we okay?
Of course it's not gonna explode. This is a type of Lux Blastia. It uses that device to charge air and light up.
I knew you could do it, Rita.
But it's on its last leg, so I don't think it'll last too long.
We just have to keep refilling
Let's
it.
get moving while we've still got light.
Capacity is low. Blastia itself is fine, but its battery is
Monsters!
dying.
They won't attack us, will they?
They will, they're
We shouldn't
monsters.
have anything to worry about.
Because we can fight
The light.
monsters.
We need to charge up some air before it goes out.
Right, the monsters attack in the dark. If you keep the light on, they won't attack. If the light goes out, then you get attacked by monsters. And apparently, oh wait, no, I think they stuck me with Yuri because Rita left the party, right? Monsters actually do damage now.
That was easy.
That was scary. I never expected monsters to wait for us to drop our guard before an attack.
There's no way any monster's that smart.
Perhaps they're weak against light or something?
There are monsters like that?
There are indeed. Creatures that live in dark places such as caverns in the ocean floor.
That makes them weak against
Sometimes
light.
have an aversion for light and work hard to avoid it.
Because if they still sense light, if they still have light sensitive, like eyeballs,
Oh, right.
I could see that.
So
I could
that's
see
why
that.
they didn't attack when it was bright.
If they have no way of
Oh,
shrinking
there's
their
another one of
pupils,
those machines.
equivalents of pupils. They have no pupils to begin with. They just have light sensing. Then that would make sense.
Oh, how interesting.
What?
So we just need to be careful to recharge the lamp before it runs out of juice.
You strapped it to my hand? What just happened? To the same lamp? It looks different. Is that the exit? Right there? Or is it more dungeon? Dungeon part 2. Dungeon part 2, it looks like. My light went out. There's shafts in here, though. Yuri, is this the time to be reading walls?
There's something carved here.
Yeah, it's words.
Long ago, our ancestors abandoned their nations for forgetting their duty to protect their people, and thus became the true defenders of freedom.
You read ancient words
That
too,
is how
Estelle?
the guilds first began. But now, the iron shackles of oppression threaten to
Or is
strangle
this
us
is
once
this
again.
the same language that you
It
normally
is
speak?
because we have forgotten the oath of our ancestors
Yuri's just
and
illiterate.
spent our time fighting one another for our own self-interests. Therefore, we must once again return to the basic principles behind the guilds and join our strengths together as one. We offer
Why Yuri
our
was so
swords
confused. He
for
was
freedom,
like, I've never seen
our
written
shields
language
for
before.
friendship, and our lives for the common good. Here we renew our ancient oath.
Hey, isn't that the Union Oath?
What is that?
I mean, what? Of course it is. How would
like
that
a
not be?
slogan that the
It
Don
was
came
pretty
up with when he
obviously the
formed the
Union
Union.
Oath.
We can't depend on the Empire. So in order to do that, we need to join forces and put our lives on the line
Why
for
did you
one another.
carve it into the sewers?
What's the Oath doing in a place like this?
It's a good question, Carol.
The Union is based on the guilds that resisted when this town was occupied by the Empire.
Oh, so it was an
Before
underground
that,
Union at
guilds
that point.
just did whatever they wanted and only joined together when there was a problem. Once things were resolved, they'd split up again. But with the Empire's occupation, they changed that.
So the guy who led those guild forces was
It looks
Don
like
Whitehorse?
it looks like there might have been some mistakes. There are some mistakes in this. This might be. It looks like a rough draft. It looks like a rough draft of the Union Oath. If you look up at the top, I don't know. Those might just be supposed to be like cracks in the wall and stuff, but there's not cracks in the rest of the wall. It's just around this area. It looks like he was like, right, so oh no, I scratched that out. That's not good. That's no good.
Yep. These sewer tunnels must have really come in handy back then.
So that's when they made the Oath here?
Seems that way. I'd heard there was an actual written oath, but I had no idea it'd be etched in a wall like this.
There's something beautiful about how the oath is written on a wall.
Shut up, Estelle.
It says
It's so much
I
bigger
freed
than a
right
book.
here.
Oh yeah, that infamous king of the pirates.
God, Patty's about to show
The way
up.
Don tells it, he was supposedly a sworn ally, but he was such a shrewd and cunning individual that even the Don had difficulty dealing with him.
The Don's a pretty impressive guy to be able to call someone like that a sworn ally.
Our lives for the common good.
I still don't have a better accessory for repeat.
I'm glad I got to see
It's
something so
established I
fascinating.
can't have two Patties running
We
around.
take care of Barbos now. Let's go.
Okay. Yuri was the one that said we're in a hurry. They had to stop and read this wall. Like, look, there's that's definitely words scratched out at the top left. Nope, darkness time again. Time for more dark.
The bigger the bunch,
The faster we
the weaker
run.
the monster.
Where's the refill? You go so far without a refill. This is a dead end. This better not be a dead end. This better be the end of the end. Okay, there's a door here. Good. Especially with the safe here.
Where are we?
That would be so cruel. We got this dead end in the maze. What should we put here? A save point.
A tavern in the eastern part of town used by Barbos as a hideout. Basically, it's the place you guys were trying to sneak into.
Yeah, I
Then
figured that's where we were
Barbos
headed,
is
right?
Somewhere around here?
Looks like there's a second floor.
Yes, I know. I could see the second floor. I didn't need you to establish it for me. Front door. Nobody's inside on the first floor. What's this all about? This wire. Is that going to become important? Cable attached to that beam.
Barbos, what is the meaning of this?
And
I haven't the
Rego.
slightest idea what you're talking about.
The tower and the Blastia, of course.
So Rego had nothing to do with it?
Reports about them.
Why should I have to report to you about something like that?
What? Building that lousy tower fortress of yours without speaking a word of it to your own employer. You even went so far as to use Leviathan's claw for help.
Is that
Not your
a
laptop,
group?
Rigo.
What's Leviathan's Claw? A monster?
I just gathered the
A
cores
guild?
together, like you requested. It's thanks to my efforts that you were able to make that weather-controlling Blastia.
And just what made you think it was okay to carry off the extra cores?
Our mutual non-interference was a condition of our agreement, was it not?
What?
And did I ever interfere with what you were doing?
Barbos, how dare you?
I'm not supposed to be seeing this.
You will leave
Wait,
now,
maybe I am
Magistrate.
supposed to be seeing this.
Remember this, Barbos.
This is the building we're in.
Filth like you always get what they deserve in the end.
You want to talk, Rigo?
You guys!
It's the World Series of Villains, and you had to take the best seat in the house?
What?
What fool would dare to heckle my exquisite performance?
What?
Oh, if it isn't the little runts I met on the ship.
You're the one who's been causing all of the recent chaos.
And what of it? You fools will never manage to capture me.
But still, you might have a shiny future as a defense attorney.
What's your reasoning there?
At a point like that.
A villain is someone who never considers losing a possibility. That's why he thinks the way he does.
If so, then that makes you quite a villain, Yuri.
Yep, I'm nefarious.
So we're rebelling, huh? You're a real troublemaker, you know that?
Rebelling against what?
You've got a big mouth, brat.
All right.
You would dare to oppose me? I thought I told you before that next time you wouldn't get off so easy.
All the better for us to tear things up.
I've got limit break.
Take them down.
All right. Wait, what? Explosions. Explosions.
The fools have started to march. Now that meddlesome Don and the Knights will destroy each other.
He did this to destroy the Union?
If the Knights are destroyed, who will protect the Empire? Rago, why would you?
Of course.
And he's going to use the Blood Alliance to seize Altosk and rule over the Union.
Oh my.
Is this the time for this? Should we just be fighting? Shouldn't we be fighting?
It's just as Flynn said.
So what if you know now?
We'll see.
And your existence comes to an end here.
You don't have very good formation. Your boys don't have very good formation.
Damn it, he's too late.
He got the letter. He got the letter.
Flynn! Stop! All of you! Sheath your blades! Sheath them!
Right into the middle of the...
I am Flynn Shifo of the Imperial Knights. I've
Who?
come bearing a letter from Master Yoder. The letter you received from the Empire was false. It was the work of a rebel. Draw back
Aren't
your
you supposed to be in
armies at
jail
once.
right now?
Dan! I thought you weren't coming back.
And leave Yuri behind to take the fall for me?
Curse you, fool! You didn't keep up your end of the bargain.
Don't hurt me!
Damn!
Yuri! They're aiming at Flynn!
Well, he's holding the letter in his hand. I don't see what that would accomplish.
Got him!
Nice shot, Carol.
Everybody keeps shooting the messenger.
You brats think you can stop me?
Get out of here. Head for the exit.
It's not time for a boss battle
Yuri,
with this
no,
guy
it's
yet.
too dangerous! It should take time for the air to recharge. I'll try and stop him before then.
Now!
You're
Air
too
guns.
late.
No! It charged up too quickly!
Dragon Rider's here.
What the hell?
It's a dragon. You never seen one before?
What in the world is that?
Oh, you haven't seen
Oh, so you're
Were you
back
not
for
there
more,
last time?
Dragon Freak?
Rita, knock
He
it
was
off.
there in the
Our
last
enemy's
one.
over there.
My enemy is this Dragon Freak.
Leave
You
it
can have
alone
more than
for
one
now.
enemy. And he's helping us.
I'm gonna make you wish you hadn't done that.
Where'd you get that chainsaw?
What?
Looks like you're not
Wait,
strong
what?
enough for that chainsaw.
Oh,
No, the
Boss
chainsaw.
is heading for the hills, huh?
Don't worry, dragon's after him.
Get back here, you freak! Think I'm just gonna let you get away?
Rita, you're strangely
If you're
irrational
going after him, let me come with you. We're a
for
little
such a
short on wings
supposed
around here.
genius.
Are you crazy? This jerk's our enemy!
No matter what happens, I've got to catch that guy. Come on.
Gonna catch a ride on the dragon. And he's just like, hey, you want to catch a ride on my dragon?
Yes. Thanks.
Wait, what about us?
This guy's
can only
overloaded
fit a
enough
couple.
as it is.
But what should we...
I don't
guys
care.
hold down the
Do
fort
whatever you
here.
want.
What?
Stay out of trouble.
Damn it, Yuri!
And let Flynn know I'm stepping out for a while.
What? Parted with everyone. We got a new friend. Are we gonna unmask the Dragon Rider? We're gonna get a 2D. Is this 2D? It's pre-rendered. It's 2D. Yeah, I think the background is 3D. those smoke particles with 3D. Actually, I'm just here to blow up this Blastia. It's just a weather controlling machine again. There's another one. It appears to be creating some sort of weather. That's way bigger weather machine than the last one. Maybe it's not. Actually, it was probably that does look 3D. Characters now that I look at it. Pre-rendered at any rate. All right.
So that cyclone was his doing. Here comes trouble.
You've destroyed the Blastia!
I didn't do it. He did it.
Hey, are you okay?
Dragon's God. What are those?
Bastards!
What? Yeah, no combat, just cutscenes.
You're next, punk.
What happened to the Dragon Rider?
Come on, we're just getting started.
Is he on the dragon?
Ha! My men won't have any trouble taking care of a brat like you. Now rip him to pieces!
I'll blow you away!
Here, die! Here, like this! Here, like this! Here!
Not done yet!
Like this! Here,
Not done yet!
here, like this! Here!
Your men are weak. Okay, they can interrupt my guardian field in an annoying way, but they can't. They can't actually do any damage to me. Guys, you're like mosquitoes to me. Where'd you get an army of clones at, anyway?
Yeah, easy win.
The grade doesn't seem to think so.
Is that all you got?
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you your place.
That chainsaw seems unstable.
Huh, that's a handy sword you've got.
Think you lost because of this sword, huh?
You're gonna throw. You're gonna have a punch fight.
Yeah! Talk it up while you got the chance. We've got a nice, painful death all set up for you.
I think did that say you? But he said yeah. All right, more cutscenes. Where are we now? Who are we now?
Now shut up for a while.
Wait, what? What happened?
What's the deal?
Please, I've got to get out of here.
Wait, what happened?
It's always something with you, isn't it, old man?
It's not polite
Where's
to
my
point
sword?
sharp objects at your elders.
Yeah. Hey!
Did he cut his mask off? Can we see who this person is? I mean, we've never seen it. It did cut his mask off. It broke his mask. We can see his eyeballs now.
That's enough. Damn it!
One eyeball. No, he's taking it off.
A woman?
Oh.
She's Are you all right? Sorry.
Well, after all, you did help Baul back there.
Baul?
You're talking to him all of a sudden.
Yes, my friend.
We've been talking this whole time, but your mask is soundproof.
Oh, you mean that monster? So tell me, what are you going around destroying Blastia for?
There's just the fucked up ones. You took off the rest of your armor
Not
too.
a big deal if you don't feel like talking about it.
I'm afraid it's not as impressive as you
My
might
helmet's
think.
broken. Might as well strip to my underwear.
I'm destroying them because I want to.
You're right. I'm not all that impressed. So that's why you mashed up Barbos's Blastia too.
Yes, but I didn't finish the job.
And can you just let this one go?
There wouldn't be any fun in destroying something like that.
Huh.
Wait, so does she hate all Blastia or just the fucked up one? She's only been destroying fucked up Blastias so far. Every Blastia she's destroyed so far has been one that Rita was like, oh, that Blastia is so, it's all fucked up.
Hey, why don't we work together a little longer?
It's true, I wasn't able to finish off the Blastia on the roof.
Okay then.
It was a pretty big explosion.
So what do we do?
And all the clouds went away.
There is one way I was thinking we could get out of here.
Well, if you think it might work,
Uh-oh,
what's the harm in trying
goofy
it out?
music's coming in.
I always say, those who can, should.
Okay, just go along with me on this.
I'll just follow your lead.
Don't worry. It's a little nerve-wracking working.
All right, Yuri. What you...
Oh, that is it!
Destroying the attention of the guards. Not even making a connection. She got on quick because I don't think he actually touched her face.
Pipe down! Cut it out!
You cut it out.
I said that's enough!
I've had it up to here with you.
Somebody get me away from this psycho! So I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson, huh?
Everybody figured it out. Everybody figured it out. Everybody caught on real quick.
Ta-da! You're free.
Thanks for your help.
What's everybody's plan right now?
Huh?
Oh no, I guess I did actually hit her.
I overdid it back there.
There. That makes us even.
Alright, it's fine.
Judith.
Judith?
We had to know your name before it added you to the party.
Fine by me. All right, on to the next objective.
Okay.
Next. Well, we could check out the Blastia on the roof. All we have to do is go up.
Won't your friends be waiting for you?
Where?
I don't mind taking care of the Blastia first.
Oh, back at the town?
Up we go then.
And how exactly do we go up?
This is heavy.
Yeah, just go wander off.
It can't be heavier than your
Reminds me of
armor.
a certain
Your armor was
princess.
pretty heavy.
A princess?
Never mind.
Okay, this save point around here. Maybe back in here. There it is. Alright. See you next week for more JRPG time.